Hello Aries, my fire family. Elsie here to do your reading for the month of March. I'm going to give you an overview for March 2024. Thank you so much for clicking here. If you are brand new to the Ten of Cups Tarot Tribe, welcome here. I hope you will decide to subscribe and to stay. If you are someone who's always clicking here, my ride or dies, and you're always into the thumbs up, being in the comments, and invested in watching this beautiful community grow, thank you so much for doing that. So usually what we do for a monthly read is, usually in the past I have done love, career, and finances. Sorry, get some cards flipped here. And we are not doing that this month. What I'm going to do is a spread that's a little more diverse. It's going to give you a little more information about March 2024. It is your birthday month, my friend, right? And, well, not the whole month, but we do start Aries season in the month of March. So tell me what's coming up for Aries, please. We're going to do a 9-card draw. And I will put these cards down and then we'll go back and clarify them. So the first card out is the current self. So what sort of energy will you be bringing out of February into March? The current self, the current energy that you will be in the next few days. Tell me about the current self for Aries. Transformation, my friend. It looks like you are bringing things to an end and you are about to begin new things or transforming the energy that you're in. So something is about to change. I feel like you are coming into March or walking into March a changed person because of something, but we'll go back and clarify. Second card out is the overall theme for the month of March. Tell me what the overall theme is for the month of March. So it looks like you have some things coming in. I want to say that because of this transformation here, you've removed some energetic blocks, and it looks like you have some ships coming in here, maybe things that you've been waiting on that might show up for you in the month of March. The next card out is a key goal for you to pursue. What should Aries be pursuing in the month of March, please? You should be pursuing balance, the moment of alchemy, being healthy, balanced, healed, but waiting for, I feel like you're waiting for things to happen, but they are going to happen in the moment of alchemy. So if you're going to be sitting there looking into the future here, I don't think it's going to come because, you know, a watch pot never boils, right? Here, it seems like it takes forever to boil anyway. The next card out here is an obstacle for you to overcome in the month of March. What's the obstacle? The obstacle is possibly having a sharp tongue, I'm going to say. The Queen of Swords is in the reverse. Look, it's okay for you to be honest. It's okay for you to be assertive, but sometimes when you get into this energy, if you do, maybe you don't, take it as it resonates for you. Maybe this part doesn't resonate for you. But when you start using the forked tongue and you start kicking ass and taking names, people are not going to want to be around you, right? People feel like this harsh energy of, you know, maybe, yes, you are telling the truth. You say, Elsie, look, I'm just a truth talker. I get it. I'm a truth talker too. Me, I'm the Queen of Swords. I'm just not the Queen of Swords in reverse. And that's the thing. There's a difference, right? The Queen of Swords in the reverse is not really thinking clearly, is kind of abusive with their words and doesn't really care if they're hurting anyone else's feelings. And the Queen in the upright doesn't really care if they're hurting anyone else's feelings with the truth either. But the Queen in reverse is somebody who is purposefully saying things that might sting, hurt, or, you know, make someone feel some type of way. So the next card out here is a major accomplishment. What sort of major accomplishment should you be looking forward to in the month of March, Aries? Oh, look at that. Look, money's about to get good. It could be a long-term relationship. This is abundance in general. So it is in your pentacle world. So whether it ends up being for you a relationship or a lot of money, maybe you're getting, you're going to upgrade your car, maybe moving to a bigger house. It feels like abundance is a major accomplishment for you in the month of March. So it feels like if you've been hurting for money or if things have been going a little wily with your finances, I feel like you're about to get some stability and you're about to have more than you need. The next card out here is what to avoid in the month of March. What should you be avoiding? In the month of March, you should be avoiding investments here. And I feel like because it's coming up in Pentacles, I feel like you might have a lot of abundance or money, and now you're like playing the stock market or something like that. I feel like you're supposed to hold back on that. But if you do decide to invest, if you decide to invest in something here, make it small. Make it small just to figure it out. Don't go, you know, feet first. And make sure that whatever investment you get a return on that investment, so you can reinvest it, I'm going to say. Next card out is what to embrace in the month of March. What to embrace is the Star. Interesting. So it is for you to embrace is connection with your source, being hopeful, feeling healed, healing others possibly. But the Star is Aquarius energy. Where can you find support in the month of March? What will you find support in the month of March? I feel like you need to find support for some sort of sadness that you've been living. I feel that with the Star here that you will be healing this regret or this sadness, whatever it is that is the Five of Cups. We'll go back and we'll clarify all of these. And then we are going to ask for some advice. What's the advice for Aries in the month of March, please? Advice is, it's time for adventure, my friend. It's time for you to make a decision about something. And I want to say that whatever path you pick is not a bad path. It just means that one will take you one way and the other will take you another way. But I feel like it's time for some sort of an adventure once you clear up this sadness and regret of the past. Got the King of Pentacles in the bottom of the deck. Look, I feel like you are manifesting. I feel like, with the King being the one who has the Midas touch, I feel like everything you touch turns to gold, and I feel like that's how you become the Ten of Pentacles in the month of March. Let's take a look at some tarot. Excuse me. All right. Got the Death card, which is Scorpio energy. It is all about transformation. Situations ending so other ones can begin. The only reason anything ends is because something else must begin. So this is your current self. This is how you step into March. Why is this? You step into March a transformed person. Tell me why. Tell me why the Death card is here, please. Tell me why the Death card is here. For Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Why is the Death card here? We have the Wheel of Fortune. Look, when something ends, something must begin. And so I feel like the transformation is being brought to you via the Wheel of Fortune. And the Wheel of Fortune, of course, is fortunate change. And I was saying before, death is also change. It's transformation. And I want to say that maybe coming into March, you're kind of being able to exhale, because it feels like in February that there was a lot of change. You still will expect to have some change at the beginning of March, but the Wheel of Fortune is indicating that once change can be hard, because when you ask for certain things, you ask for something, you don't realize this other thing has to end in order for you to get this. And so you're going to have to go through a lot of tumultuous change here coming into March. And some of it's not going to be happy times. Some of it's going to break your heart. You're going to be disappointed in others of it. But I feel like once the dust clears from everything that's being thrown about and changed in a faded way in divine timing, I feel like once that comes to an end here, I feel like you get the clarity of why things ended. We do have the World card in the reverse. And so I want to say that the World card tells me that you have unfinished business, that you're still, like, you're pulling in things from February into March because you have some things that you weren't able to close, some cycles before the month changed, and I feel like some things are following you in. So that's why transformation's here. You step into March as transformation because there are still some doors you have to close, and I feel like it's disappointing things that you've been disappointed in or haven't worked out or have broken your heart. Those are the things that you're preparing to close for. I feel like with the Wheel of Fortune, though, nothing can go wrong. I want to say if you're listening to the shift or you're waiting for the shift, it's about to get here. The Three of Wands here is the overall theme of the month. So I feel like something's coming at you here. What have you been waiting for here? Because it feels like some ships are coming in. Tell me about the Three of Wands for Aries, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. We have the Seven of Pentacles. We have the Two of Swords, and we have the Judgment card. I want to say that things have been moving slow, and the reason that maybe things are moving slower, time's passing slower, maybe you had a lot of work to do. I feel like you threw your seeds of intention in a certain way, and I feel like you are waiting, nurturing, getting those things to grow. Those things are now coming to fruition, and I feel like what you've been waiting on is the Three of Wands. You've been waiting on on the reward after the hard work. That's what it feels like here. We do have the Two of Swords, which tells me that although you're trying to find balance, that's Libra energy, although you've been trying to find balance in these things, maybe in the Seven of Pentacles or while death is carrying on with the Wheel of Fortune, I feel like you're feeling a little bit stuck, feeling like maybe this wasn't the best place to throw my seeds. Like it's becoming really hard and it's a long, arduous wait. But I do believe what's coming in for you is balance. You will have balance. Some sort of a truth is coming in here that may cause some sort of a new beginning with the Fool present at the bottom of the deck, which is the future energy. Justice, right? Justice and truth and balance. I feel like you're waiting for maybe something legal to be sorted for you, possibly, Aries, for some of you, not for all of you. But I want to say that the energy of the overall month is that you feel like you're not doing enough work, or that you're being blocked from your justice or blocked from the truth. So it does feel like you need to get yourself in alignment here. Though we do have the Temperance card here for a reason. That's Sagittarius energy. By the way, we do have Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo. We also have Libra energy here. We're about to clarify Sagittarius energy. This is the key goal to pursue. So I think you're supposed to pursue things that are good, things that'll make you feel balanced, make you feel healed, things that make you happy, things that you will say yes to, things that are positive. And Temperance, of course, is the moment of alchemy. So I feel like there is something that is about to change in this month because of the moment of alchemy. It is a key thing for you to pursue. We do have the Four of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Wands. And we have the Two of Wands. Look, that's very interesting because the Two of Wands is the advice at the end of your reading here, at the end of the month. We do have the Four of Pentacles. I feel like you have been shut off or shut down, maybe not speaking with people, trying to heal by yourself, trying to catch your balance. We've got Justice here, but Temperance really is the ultimate balance. I feel like there's a moment of alchemy. There's some healing that's coming that hopefully will allow you to let go of something, because I feel like you're either holding back or holding on to something here. We do have the Knight of Wands. I want to say that I want you to hold back from being impulsive. Wait, right? Because Temperance is also about being patient, waiting for this moment of alchemy to happen. I'm going to say in this time, while you're waiting for things to work out in your favor, and I believe that they will, it feels like you're supposed to hold back from making any impulsive decisions, from jumping in on something that possibly isn't going to be good for you if you should be moving slowly at it. And I think you should, because it feels like you're at a crossroads here and you're waiting for the moment of alchemy. You want to go on this, you want to expand in your life. You want to pick a way, right? You want to be excited and fiery about something that's going to happen. I feel like there is an adventure coming here, and I feel like that is something that you should pursue, going on adventures. I want to say that with the Three of Wands here, you're waiting for some sort of balance, or to get out of some sort of mental trap that you've put yourself in. And I feel like as you move through the month here, you do realize that you have to make some sort of a decision. And the decision is I need to follow my passions, right? You are Aries after all. You are the King of Wands, and it feels like you do want to follow your passions here. We do have this Queen of Swords in the reverse, and this is an obstacle to overcome. So I feel like maybe you've been not really holding back, and maybe later on, after you say all the things you want to say out of anger or spite, this is sort of being impulsive with your words and not really thinking them over, not being assertive, but maybe being a little aggressive. And I feel like this is something that you need to try and overcome in the month of March. And look, if this isn't you, take it as it resonates. If it's not you, leave it for someone else. Maybe someone resonates with it. We do have the Seven of Cups. I feel like the reason that you become aggravated or speak sort of out of turn or get upset, it feels like because you're feeling emotionally overwhelmed by a lot of the changes that are going on. We have changes, but not only do we have changes with the with the Death card and the Wheel of Fortune, but we also have things that are left undone, right? We do have the World in the reverse, which tells me you haven't quite closed a chapter, or you feel like you can't quite close a chapter. And I feel like sort of around the middle of the month, it feels like it's really frustrating. The frustration builds into confusion or overwhelm, possibly. I would also say that some of you, maybe if you are being looked at as the Queen of Swords in the reverse, it might be confusion. It might be not having all the details. And so maybe you speak on something you're a little bit confused about. Take it as it resonates. What else do we have here for the obstacle to overcome? We have the Nine of Wands in the reverse. Okay, so it does feel like some things you would say out of fear. It's time to get out from behind the fear wall. Maybe you've been exhausted in the past. It's time to rest. It's time to stop carrying around everybody's burdens. And we have the Nine of Swords. So it does feel like in the center of the month here, if you are sort of snapping at people or saying things that maybe is out of character for you, I feel like it's because there's overwhelm and worry. I feel like you're exhausted. It's time for you to end this cycle of carrying around everyone else's problems. I feel like you are the one who allows everyone to put their problems on you, Aries. It's time for you to kind of let go of that. And we do have a major accomplishment in your month. I do believe is going to be your abundance. So whether that is to you, money, long-term relationship, whatever that is, it's taken a long time for it to get to this point. I want to say don't go charging at anything in your pentacle world really quickly. You're supposed to be patient, hold back, take your time. You're going to get there. You're going to get to the place you need to be. There's no reason to rush there and miss the details. Then we have the Seven of Wands. It feels to me like you are going to decide who belongs on the inside of your boundaries and who's on the outside of your boundaries. It feels like you're moving slow because you're keeping some things or people or places or situations at arm's length. And I feel like it could be after you hit this jackpot here. Now, I don't know if it's you're winning money, you're getting money, maybe you're getting some sort of an upgrade somewhere in a hotel room or with your car or something like that. But it does feel like with the Ten of Pentacles that it has to do with your pentacle world. Or you could get a promotion or a raise, possibly. But it feels like you're going slow and you are keeping your boundaries tight. You're not letting just anybody into the door behind you there. You're just going to block it with your Ace of Wands and sort of stand your ground. We've got the Ten of Cups. That's what you're guarding here. You're guarding your happiness, and I get it. You're guarding your happiness. You're moving slow at things. You've decided you're going to be happy, and that's your stance. I feel like you're standing your ground on happiness. As long as you go slow, everything is going to happen as it will anyway. There is no point in you rushing to the finish line. We do have the Page of Pentacles, and the Page of Pentacles is what to avoid. So I want to say that what is to avoid is maybe giving too many gifts, or I'm going to say maybe what you should avoid is investing really large amounts of money into something. If you do plan on investing, or there is an opportunity coming toward you to put some energy in or invest in something, please do it in a small amount first to see if that's going to be viable before you kind of go all in. So what to avoid? Tell me about this for Aries. All right, so yeah, look over the details here is what we're saying. Look over the details here. We've got the Eight of Pentacles, right? That is about putting the hard work into something. It is Virgo energy. Make sure that you go over the details. You have all the information before you sign anything, before you make any more investments other than the Page of Pentacles. I feel like you've got a good plan going here, though. You're looking very carefully over the plan. You can see we've got Five Pentacles. So there is a risk of you losing some things, having your finances impacted, right? Maybe even half of your livelihood. So be careful. Make sure that you are looking over the plans really careful and that you are ready to add to yourself whenever you're ready to do that, but please do it slowly. I also do believe that you've been investing in the self. So I want to say that with this energy, what to avoid is letting people into your boundaries who are gonna screw around with as much as you've invested into yourself. I feel like here you do become Nine Pentacles, so solid and grounded and stable and sturdy, and you've built something all the way to here by yourself. So we do have the Four of Wands, and the Four of Swords. It feels like you have done it by possibly not really telling everybody your plans, keeping it under wraps. It feels like you're thinking about it or healing the self, and you're coming up with these ideas of investment based on what is going to be best for you and your health and your healing. We do have the Lovers. It feels like you do have to make some sort of a really big decision about where you're going to invest your emotional self, possibly coming up here. Where are you going to invest your emotional self? Now, this card here, the Page of Pentacles, is what to avoid. So maybe avoid making too many choices. I would say maybe it's not for you this month to make too many choices as it pertains to your pentacle world or your livelihood. Don't make them quickly anyway. Go over the details. The Star is here asking what to embrace. So what you're supposed to embrace is the spiritual self, your spiritual intellectualism, I feel. Intellectually spiritual is a thing, and I feel like you're supposed to work on your healing, work on connection with your source, and I feel like you have some hopes and dreams coming up here too. What to embrace is your hopes and dreams here. We do have the Two of Pentacles, we have the Five of Pentacles, and we have the Page of Pentacles showing up again. So the Two of Pentacles tells me that the Star is telling me that you should heal this busy schedule. It feels like you're juggling a lot of things in your pentacle world, and so maybe you're overscheduling yourself. You're saying yes to everybody because that's who you are, and you always want to help, and you are the leader. You want to lead everybody to a place where they're going to be in balance, right? But I feel like in doing that you're putting yourself out of balance, or you're putting yourself in a position that you are really sort of juggling everything, and that there's too much on your plate. So I want to say that is something that you need to heal. I also feel that something you might need to heal is feeling left out. So if you have been feeling left out on the outside looking in, or if you're feeling impoverished in the mind, I don't think this is money, because we have the 10 and the 9 of Pentacles out here. I don't think this is money. I think this is something that's going on in your mind. I feel like you need to stop feeling like you're being left out, and you will stop being left out. It almost feels like you've put yourself on the outside looking in because you're juggling everybody's stuff. I feel like what you need is to find a group that is good for you. So I want to say somebody who is like a group of people who might be collaborating people, or, you know, people who are in cooperation, maybe a group of people who are solid, maybe partnerships that are solid, friendships, right? And then we have the Page of Coins. This is also something that you're supposed to try and heal. The Page of Coins is back here. Like I said, make sure that you're not investing too much. If you plan on making an investment in a person, in a business, in a new job, whatever the investment is, please do it little by little. Go slow. We do have the Five of Cups here, and that is where to find support. It feels like you're supposed to find support for sadness. If you've been battling sadness, if you are someone who feels that you're more sad than you are happy most of the time, it's time for you to embrace whatever you can in order to combat this regret and sadness that you're having from the past. The Emperor is here. Why is the Emperor here? We do have the Hanged Man here as well. And we have the Nine of Pentacles. So I want to say that maybe you're someone who's single. I do see this as kind of feeling lonely. It's like you have everything that you want in your pentacle world, but you don't have the last pentacle to make the 10 pentacles. And I feel like this is talking about some sort of a long-term relationship. I feel like possibly sometimes you feel lonely or sad, or you feel like you're in it all by yourself. And I think what you're supposed to embrace is, once we accept the moment for what it is, then we can move on. So radical acceptance of the present moment. Are you fighting depression, or is it just the blues? Are you just sad temporarily? Take a look at it. I feel like with the Emperor here that we are talking about you. So you might have a lot to hold down here. Like I see you in the Two of Pentacles here, juggling a lot of things, and a lot is expected of the Emperor. The Emperor is the one carrying the mortgage, has the kids, trying to date, carrying maybe 1 or 2 jobs, or running a business possibly. Maybe you're someone who overlooks a lot of things, and I feel like you're being sort of weighed down, and it's causing sadness for you here. It feels like with the Hanged Man energy that maybe you might be feeling stuck, not being able to make decisions, not being able to not being able to move forward, feeling a little stuck, but also kind of looking at their position and where can I help here? Where can I help there? I think you need to stop doing that for a little bit and get your own balance first. And then, of course, like we have the Nine of Pentacles. So this could mean that you're single. It doesn't have to, but I really do feel that you have everything that you need in your pentacle world now, and you're just looking for one more pentacle. I feel like you're looking for a fiery adventure here. I feel like you are someone who is ready to step out or step forward. You're feeling inspired to go on some sort of adventure. What's coming up at the end of the month for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. We have the Empress. There we are. You're falling in love, my friend. This person is a new love. Looks like you do have the Empress, who is going to end up being a new love here. You are going to meet your person. This is your high level person. Look, if you're the person who is this emperor, who's carrying everything, who's juggling all kinds of things, what you need in your life is an Empress. You need somebody who is also someone who keeps balance, someone who loves to beautify the home, someone who will keep the home fires burning, someone who will remind you of who you are and how much you carry. This person is working in tandem with you to help you keep your balance. So it feels like the adventure you want is to fall in love. And I feel like what's coming for you is brand new love. Somebody who's brand new. I feel like it is the Empress, your counterpart here, and I do believe that there is going to be love. So I do feel in the month of March, you finally come together with your Empress, and there is an adventure in love here. This person is your divine counterpart. They really are you in the flesh as a feminine, if you are the masculine. Now, Empress and Emperor, they both have feminine and masculine energies. We all do, people, plants, animals, right? So, it's like you're going to meet someone who complements your masculine leaning energy with feminine leaning energy. But understand you both still have feminine and masculine energies to balance. I feel like this is a new person in your life, or this person's going to surprise you. It may be a surprise meeting. Also, it may be, if it's someone that you already know, there could be some sort of an apology that is going to be given here, that you two might be coming back together, and there is going to be some sort of an apology said here. But I think by the end of the month, it doesn't have to be by the end of the month, but sometime in the month of March, I feel like you are meeting your person. I'm going to go for now. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate you, Aries, and all the ways you love on this channel. I will be back, though, because I'm always back. Love you guys. I'm out. Bye-bye.